start getting the load distributed on them, and as a result they come in a tension or a compression. In this ideal method, an idealized truss where loads and supports are exactly at the frictionless pin joint through which all the members are connected, and all the loads are also on a these joints only, then member can have either tension or a compression. There is no bending taking place. Now, there are incidences when members are so either placed in a geometry or the loading on them or loading on a surrounding thing is such, and as a combination of the both, we have a no tension, neither a tension nor a compression acting upon it. Neither a tension nor a upon it. Such members are called zero load members. And while analyzing the truss, while we are trying to find out the loads in a different members, since they are a zero load, they are as good as not present or as good as not part of the truss when we are trying to find out the tension or a compression. Yes, we cannot physically remove them. We cannot physically remove them. Darshan Lakhmera, Darshan, can you talk to me?
Yes, sir.
Why are you putting your attendance after such a long time? What is the reason?
Actually, I don't know that I have to write in message, sir. I only told you about the topic, sir.
Yeah, okay, fine, no problem. Just curious, that is all. Now, I will show you a whenever in a truss, suppose at a one point there are only two members are getting connected. This element and this element, only two elements are connected at a point. Now, beyond this point, they may be connected to any 2-3 other members. But it is one specific point. On a one joint, there are only two members present. When such a thing happens, one very interesting investigation we can see. This will be the tension or a compression, and that will act along this line. This may be in a tension or a compression, and that will be along this line. Now, this tension is non-zero, this compression is non-zero, so vector sum of both the forces will not be equal to 0. If you want to just understand it with more detail, then suppose I have one element over here, another connected over here. Then say this is in tension and has a force in this direction. This is also in a tension and has a force in this direction. Then both of them, through a parallelogram of the force, we know that they will give a resultant which is non-zero. That's a non-zero resultant. That means sum of the forces at this joint is not zero. Okay, that means that this point is not in the equilibrium. Now, when truss is taking a load and supported, it's each joint, overall it is in equilibrium, and each part, separate part of it also is in equilibrium. As a result, one should think that why the truss can remain in equilibrium without the sum of the forces non-zero. It simply cannot, because at equilibrium states that sigma of the forces is equal to 0. There is no exception to that. Now sigma of forces can become 0 if and only if forces in both of them are 0. So F1 here is 0 and the F2 here also is 0. Maybe both of them are in a compression, maybe both of them are in a tension, maybe F1 is a tension and F2 is a compression, maybe F2 is a tension and F1 is a compression, whatever that may be. If they act at one point, their sum will not be equal to 0 unless and until F2 and F1 both are 0. So, in any truss, if we come across any two members meeting at one point or at one joint, there are only two members, then this is a 0 and this is taking a 0 load, and both of them are 0 force members. This angle can be anything. It may be acute angle, right angle, or a obtuse angle, whatever. If at any joint there are only two members meeting, then both of them are having a 0 force. But suppose here there is a member and here also there is a member. And at the joint there is a external force acting like this. Say external force F. Then obviously if F1 is acting over here, and F2 is acting over here, then F2, F1 and F, all three of them may be non-zero and they can create an equilibrium here. We have seen this while studying a method of joints. So the final conclusion is that if two elements are meeting, element or a member, both are same thing, and over there if there is a force acting, then this and this are non-zero. But if two members are there and on their joint there is no external force acting, then this is a zero force and this is a zero. Okay, because unless and until both are zero, some of the forces over here will not be zero. Again, we have another situation. If we have a two elements meeting and both of them are in a straight line, then it may so happen that this may be in a tension in this direction and this may be in a tension in this direction. In that case, both of them are non-zero. For angle 180 degree, that does not apply. Okay. But any other angle other than 180 degree, when they are not in a straight line, both of them has to be zero. But now when both of them are in this condition, and then if we apply a joint of this third element, then if we assume that there is some tensile force here also, then that tensile force will have two components. One component perpendicular to the axis of these two elements and another parallel to that. Another parallel to that. Now, this component which is perpendicular to the two inline members will not be nullified by force over here or here. As a result, the sum of the forces at this place is again non-zero. And to make this particular force zero over here, this component has to be zero. But this is nothing but a component of this, and so this has to be zero. Let me put the whole thing to you again in a different way. We have two elements in a line. Both of them have some force. It is obvious that both of them must be either in a equal tension or a equal compression. Now, assume that here there is my God, sorry. They are in a one straight line, and here we have a third one. Now let us say all of them are having a some non-zero force. Here there is a F1, this is F2, and here is a F3. To make the sum of all the forces 0 over here means sum of the x component also is 0 and the sum of the y component also is 0. Let us say here this F3 is acting at an angle theta. So F3 will be having a component F3 cos theta. This is F1 and this is F2. We can see that F1 plus F3 cos theta minus F2 is equal to 0. Then we can have a sum of all the components acting over here is 0. Then F3 also has a sine component here. It is in the y direction. Now F2 and F1, they are in a direction perpendicular to this F3 sine theta. So they don't have a component in that direction. For example, if force is in a y direction, then it doesn't have an x component. If force is exactly in the x direction like our F1 and F2, it does not have a y component which will nullify this. As a result, we got to believe that this entire F3 sine theta is 0. If F3 sine theta is 0, theta is here, we know sine theta is not 0. So F3 has got to be 0. So this is F3 which is 0. So now we are convinced that there are two members of a truss in a straight line, and if there is a third member connected to the same joint, or rather there is a member 1 and a member 2 in a straight line, and the third one is not in the straight line with them, it may be like this, or maybe it is in this direction, or this direction, or this direction, or this direction. Not all of them, of course. If three members meet at a one point, out of which any two are in a straight line, then third one carries a zero force. There is no other way because without this condition, without this being a zero, sigma of a fx or a sigma of a fy at the joint will not be zero, which is not acceptable. That has to be zero in order for a truss to remain in equilibrium. Again, there is one more rider over here. Here are three elements acting. These two are in a straight line. This is making some angle, and here there is an external force acting over it. In that case, this is not zero. Our understanding that when two elements are joined at a place in a straight line and a third element also is connected over there, then third element will be zero if and only if there is no external force acting over here. Okay? This is what the today's argument is. This is the last time we are touching this, and now we will go to our problem. This is one truss where there are total 23 members. You can count A, B, AC, BD, CE, BE, and there are 13 joints, and M is equal to 2J minus 3. That is a equation which is balanced. So this is statically internally determinate truss. Now our task is to find out what are the zero force members over here. Look, I request your answer. Ronak Bhadarka, are you in the class? Bhadarka, good. I like your prompt response. Now, can you identify any two zero force members over here? What we have done, this is a free body diagram. Force P is acting over here. Force P is acting over here. Do you see any joint where two elements are meeting and there is no external force acting over there?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I'm not able to see any figure over here, sir. I'm just able to see a green circle on the screen.
Green circle on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. There is no figure on the screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It does happen sometime. Now I'm sure all of you are able to see.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now
Very-
it is there.
Very good.
Yes.
So now you know it's a very smart looking truss. Such structures are in a crane or many places it is. Now have a look at this and tell me, do you find a single joint where two elements are meeting and on that joint there is no external force acting? As such, there are
Point
only A. Yes, very good, very good. So, Cadet, you want to say, I also agree with you. Have a look. At element A, there is no force acting and AB and AC are meeting. So both of them are zero. At least look, they are zero now. Had there been a force acting over here, they wouldn't have been zero. So under this present circumstances, AB and AC are zero element forces. I am removing them. Removing them, I am putting a one faint color, pink color here. This is as good as they are not here. Now, again think, is there any further joint which is
Point L.
point
L.
L? L, there are two, but there is external force acting over here.
Not be zero, sir.
Got it?
Sir, so H.
H. Yes, you are right, H. But before we go to the H, note one thing. What you should learn is a AB and AC are zero force element. They are not there at all physically. I mean, they are there, but they are not giving any force. As a result, CE and CB are also zero force elements. Why? Because these don't exist. Truss is this dark line only. And at C, there is no other force acting. As a result, we can confidently say now that BC and CE are also non-zero, I mean the zero force element. Do you get it? When there is a truss like this, we don't realize it. C has a 1, 2 and a 3. But once we remove AB and AC, we can come over here, it becomes CE. Then point H, very clearly, H is a FH and IH are meeting over there, and there is no other force acting. So we can say, or rather before going to there, this BF is a straight line and there is a DE over here. So DE also is a zero force element and we can show it like this. Please pay attention. This is very tricky, or rather very interesting and easy once your head is clear. Then we can come to a joint H. Over here, FH and IH are meeting, and there is no force acting. So FH and IH are also zero force element. Got it? Is Janta following this or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now can you identify a one more element which is a zero force element? Come on. Anybody? Is it really a difficult question or you don't want to answer?
So L.
What? L is a joint, it is not an element.
Yes, sir. Sorry. Can you see any joint where three elements are meeting and two of them are in a straight line? So third one is a zero element.
Do you find any such joint over here?
So what? So K,
Which one?
K, K.
K. Very good. It's K. And IK and MK are in a straight line. This is a zero force element. Again, okay. So I am making it that also a pink. Now look at this. Look at a joint L. Joint L, there may be a tension or a compression over here. We don't know. But this force in this Lj and the support reaction, they are in a straight line. They are in a straight line, and Lm does not have a counterpart to cancel this. Lj or a R1 cannot cancel a force in this element Lm. So Lm also is a zero force element. Does everyone agree? See, suppose it has a tension, Lm has a tension, then Jl or a R1 should provide a opposite component. But Jl and R1 cannot provide a component in a direction perpendicular to their own self. As a result, this Lm also is a zero force element. So now, once Lm becomes zero force component, then we can look at a joint M, Km and a R2. There are both in a one straight line. These two forces are in a straight line. R2 of course is a support reaction. Support is pulling it. Now Jm, this element cannot have any force into that. As a result, that is also zero. Lm is zero, so Mj is zero. Now you will note one thing. That this is a zero force element, this is a zero force element. Now we have a Jg, Gj and a Lj in a straight line, and this one is making some angle with it. So this also got to be a zero force element. As a result, finally, we have a scenario like this. We have a totally how many zero force elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. There are 23 elements over here, out of which 11 are zero force elements. Are you convinced, dear friends? Have you understood this? Okay. Do you have any questions about it? Now we have another truss, but it is slightly different. There are 30 cadets, 29 cadets present in the class. I encourage all of you to come to the chat box. You come to the chat box and write down the zero force element into this particular truss. Those who give me a reply, they only are marked present today. Remaining will be marked absent and there will be a special class taken for them.
Sir,
So
please
please
repeat.
start responding. First take a piece of paper and write down how many are zero force element. See, Prathamesh Jadhav, you are writing A. A is a joint. A is not an element. A is a joint. You should say AB and AC. They are zero force element. You should say that. So very obviously AB and AC are zero force element. Further, what are the others that are zero force elements? Tell me. Animesh, I admire your answer, but write all of them. Give a complete answer that AB, AC, then PQ, RS, VW, whatever you find over here. There are many. Earlier trust had 11 zero force members. How many are here? It will take some time. You will need at least minimum 5 minutes to think, maybe 10. But once you give a reply, you give reply that this has a following 7 zero force elements and they are this. Mhm. Does anyone want to give an answer still? Or I should save this chat now?
Sir, can be GI and JK with the non-zero element?
Okay, let us discuss. Now look, here also you can see AB and AC are zero force element. The reason being that BA and CA are meeting in A and on A there is no force acting, right? So they are zero force element. So CA and BA have made a light pink. Now here look, CE and EG are in a straight line and DE is falling upon it. DE must be a zero force element here. So I am showing DE also as a zero force element now. Correct? Then next one is a which one? GI. Why? IH and IK are in a straight line. IH and IK are in a straight line and the GI is falling upon it. So GI is a zero force element. Which will be the next? JK. Why? JG and the JL are in a straight line and the JK is falling upon it. So that is a zero force element. Now what do we do? Now we come here. We know that this at L support will be upward and here there will be a force like this or vice versa. This is over here and this goes up. So there is nothing to balance Lm. So Lm must be a zero force element. Now Lm is gone. Lm is gone. So Lm is not there. Now let us again, there is a tricky situation here. This JL and the reaction over here are in a straight line and this is falling upon it. So this also should be a zero force element, right? So we are removing that. Once we remove this, now Ki and the Km are in a straight line. So Gk, which is falling upon it, Gk also is zero force element. So finally we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 zero force element in this. Is it understandable? Are you clear about it? Now all of you, Hello? Anyone trying to tell me something? There is AB and a AC. They are zero force element. Then in this AB and the AC are not zero force element. The reason being BA and the BC are meeting here, but force is acting at that particular point. So that is, they are not a zero force elements here. But AB and a DB are in a straight line and this is falling upon it. So this one is a zero force element. Then there is a EG and a EC. Now this is falling upon it. So this is a zero force element. Here also three elements are meeting, but there is no straight line here. As a result, none of them is a zero force element. This is a straight line and this is falling upon it. So this is a zero force element. Same way, this is a straight line. This is falling upon it. So this is a zero force element. So on and so forth, dear friends. Today I have added some more notes on a Moodle. The numerical 1 and numerical 2 are placed over here. Tonight I will put this PPT also over there in the PDF form. So kindly have a look at it and increase your thinking about it. In the next class, we will study this truss and find out zero force element. It is pretty easy. It is not at all difficult. Thanks for being patient. Right now there are 35 cadets present, but all of them have come. Most of them have come after half an hour. So those who have come late, those who were not here at 16:40 should send me a WhatsApp message giving a reason why they were away. Don't give me a reason that there was a Wi-Fi issue. If you have any other reason, like say I wanted to watch a football or I wanted to watch a hockey or I was playing something and I was late, or state that sir I was too bored or I was tired to come to the class, that will be acceptable and I will give you attendance. But they should send me a WhatsApp introducing themselves that I am so and so and otherwise only about 16, I think 18 cadets were there. They are present. It is only for my reference that who has attended the class and who has understood what is a zero force element. That is all. It has nothing to do with your any punishment or anything. Believe me. Okay. So what are your plans now? What all of you will do? It is 7:30 already. What is the agenda? Bharadwaj, what are you going to do now?
Hello.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, Madiwali here. My lecture is there at 7:30.
7:30, okay.
Yeah.
All yours, sir, I leave.
Yeah, you make me host, sir.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.